Greetings, YouTubers. Today is Thursday. I believe it's the last day of May 31. Heading into June already. I can't believe how fast things have gone. December 7th last year was the day that I made the decision to transition into this lifestyle and started the YouTube channel to kind of record all of it. We launched, February 24th. So there was the listing of the house, the estate sale, the sale of the house, all of that between December 7th and February 24th. And then we left on the 24th. Packed up the trailer and headed for Quartzsite, where we camped for the first time for a couple of days. Stayed there for, 3 or 4 days. How long was it, Rachel? Do you remember?
What?
Do you remember how long we stayed at Quartzsite?
3 days.
3 days. And then we left for Blue Jay, California, my dad's house, and we stayed there for. I was there a little longer than I really anticipated. I was expecting to have maybe a few weeks and then be on the road again, but we had some weather that we had to deal with, and it took a little more time to kind of get the trailer to a point where we could live in it. And I think we left there on May 11th. Excuse me. And then May 11th, we headed for the Long Valley Caldera. We had to spend the night in a truck stop because of high wind. And then we made it to our first campground in the Caldera on the 12th. And camped there for about 10 days. A beautiful area. Got to spend some time in some hot springs and just enjoy nature a little bit, and made a couple of forays into Mammoth Lakes for provisions and fire permits and maps and that kind of thing. And then we left for Idaho on the 22nd. I wasn't sure that we were going to make it. The rain had kind of picked up a little bit. We were getting daily doses of rain, just thunder showers and rain for a little bit, and then the sun had come out and it would dry. But the last couple of days that we were there, we had hours and hours of rain, and the ground got really soft, and there were some sloped areas on the roads in and out of our campsite that just didn't feel safe to pull a heavy trailer down. So I thought we weren't going to be able to get out on the 22nd, but we did. The sun came out and it kind of dried out the roads. They dried out pretty quickly, actually, and I made a couple of walks down the road to kind of check on them throughout the day, and by around noon or so, it got to the point where I felt like we could probably get out and get out safely. And then we headed for Coeur d'Alene, and we arrived here on the 24th, I think, 24th. And we've been here ever since. We went and did. Is that proper English? It is because I say so. We went and did some camping up at the Meadows, which is just over 4th of July Pass. I think I mentioned that yesterday. We spent Memorial Weekend there. We got there on Friday morning. We got there Friday morning, stayed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, stayed until about noon on Monday, and then packed up and headed back to Coeur d'Alene, which is where we are now. So kind of a quick update of our life so far. If you want all the details, I think I'm bumping up against nearly 100 videos here in this channel, so there's a lot of information there if you really have nothing else better to do and want to go and record my life, and then or watch my life since December 7th. And then I got a phone call. I had my phone in my pocket, and I dialed an old friend. This is someone that we knew in Colorado, and we were pretty close friends for a while. And they moved to California, and I ended up moving, and anyway, we kind of lost touch with one another, and I got a phone call. And it was good talking to you, dude. So I hope you find the channel and catch up with all the goings on and in the Bailey household. And it was good hearing from you. So that's kind of just a brief update today. Nothing new. I'm getting ready to change my bank over to Coeur d'Alene area. I think I'm probably going to use Bank of America. Don't tell my mom. Just because they're national, international, and I'll be able to have a local branch just about anywhere I go. And then we got to get my driver's license, get my plates done, get my Social Security switched over. So just, some administrative stuff. I've spent today kind of poring over maps and talking with my brother-in-law about places to camp, looking for some flat ground with cell service. Man, it was tough being without cell service. So spent the morning doing that, and Rich and I just got back from getting a couple of $1 cheeseburgers at McDonald's. And yeah, there you go. That's the highlight of the day. So I think, I can produce a video every day. I think I've got, bandwidth and time and all of that stuff. But, it seems kind of silly to just kind of come on here every day and say, I got up. I had breakfast. I went poop. I walked the dogs. Yeah, that's it. That's the update. Have a nice day. I don't want to bore you to tears with that stuff. So, if there's something that is significant that comes up, try and say that 3 times fast. Then I'll probably try and get you a video. But otherwise, this will probably be the last one for a little while. I don't know, unless something happens interesting that's worth recording, then I'll do that. So anyway, love you guys. Bless you guys. Love you, Miami. Think of you every day. And we'll be seeing you soon, I hope. And yeah, so later.